About a year ago, my husband and I bought a house in France for just $10,000, about 2 hours from the ocean. Let's take a look inside to see what we have got ourselves into, and I will tell you what kind of content you will find on this channel. So, as we open the door from this narrow little hallway, we step right into the toilet. Yep, I am not kidding. Really, guys, I have not seen a single French house before which did not surprise me with its layout. But that was one of our top 3 must-haves. We needed a house that already had sewerage connected. It took us 3 months to find this house and another 4 to actually close the deal. Okay, guys, moving on. We enter next room, which they call the séjour or living room. And the first thing that surprised me, it's empty, completely empty. Because the most houses we visited before were filled with random junk and old furniture, but this one was empty. Although we soon realized why. And you will understand that too, very soon. Okay, from this living room we walk straight into this tiny kitchen. It's also the hallway to the backyard, and it has stairs to the second floor. Oh, and it's also the way to the bathroom. So yeah, it's a very multifunctional space. This kitchen is super small. I think it's gonna take some serious planning to fit everything in there. I mean, we need a stove, an oven, a fridge, a sink and a washing machine. How do you think it's even possible to fit there? Honestly, I have no idea how to do it yet. Okay, let's check out the bathroom. It's small, but the good thing is the plumbing is already connected. There is a bidet, a water heater. The floor was full of dirt, leaves and random debris, like the door had been open for years. Actually, nobody lived here for 10 years. But it's no problem, we will get it all cleaned up soon. Let's head outside, I will show you the backyard. Or, as I like to call it, the scene of the tragedy. And here we see a lot of bricks and old taps sticking out of the wall. At first, I thought it was just overgrown grass and some branches. And I figured I'd clean it all up in a weekend and it would look great. Yeah, not even close, because it was not just leaves and branches. You and me was never seen something like this before, I promise you guys. You will see what I mean in the next videos. And here is something strange. I still have no idea where all this broken glass came from. The windows upstairs are fine. Alright, most interesting things in the next. Back to the kitchen, let's go upstairs. Just be ready. It's a bit shocking up there. Here, at the second floor, we have 2 rooms. First one faces the main street. That's the one with the leaking roof. You can tell it used to be a bedroom. And there is a little homemade brick fireplace and some wooden beams above. So at least they had some kind of heating. The design, I have to say, is very interesting, but definitely past its time. And one more interesting thing, when we started taking measurements, we realized that walls are not even, and the ceiling height changes from the one end of the room to the other. That's gonna be fun to deal with. And the second room next faces the backyard. It looks like it was not used much, and it seems I can guess why. I think just because there was heating only in the first room. The wallpaper is still white, the switches are clean, and there are a few unworn spots on the floor where furniture probably stood. Now from the window we can see the yard, a small shed and all the overgrown trees now we have to clear out. And now I want to show you something interesting I promise you to show later. Actually, while the house was empty, inside that shed, well, surprise, all the junk, clothes, old furniture, literally every stuff you can imagine. I really don't understand why someone would go through the trouble of moving it all in there. Because now we have to take it out again. Great, but here we are. Guys, I filmed this before I even thought about starting the channel, so sorry in advance for the random footage. And you know, before we bought the house, I thought I had done all the research. I read everything, every internet page about how to buy property in France. But once we started the actual process, I realized all that info was just a tip of the iceberg. It was so many things no one talks about. That's why I decided to start this channel, to share our experience of buying and renovating a house in France. I hope it will be interesting to watch and maybe helpful for somebody who also want to buy property in France. So this will be our journey from start to finish, all in one place. Don't be shy, feel free to ask questions in the comments. We will be happy to share everything we have learned. In the next videos I will show how we search the properties, the websites we used and how we analyze the listings, what makes each site different, what documents foreigners need to buy property or land in France, how we choose this particular house and why, and even how one realtor refused to work with us and the real reason behind it. I will also share how to avoid scams, what paperwork to expect, what to pay attention to at the notary, and all those hidden details that nobody mentions. So welcome to our channel. If you are curious about what it's really like to buy and fix up an old house in France and want to see how this whole adventure turns out, you are in the right place. Welcome guys, and I go starting to work.